Well, folks, big update for today. We're seeing a little bit of price pressure at the time of making this video on XRP and Ethereum and Bitcoin. There is a lot of talk out there. I'm seeing the articles, folks. I don't know about you. If you can't tell that those who are in charge are pushing tons and tons of articles out there, both good and bad. I'm talking, they're saying, oh, it's going to the moon, or no, it's crashing down. I see it every day. But you know the good news? We got our crystal ball. You know what that is. It's the technicals, folks. The technicals speak volumes, and I've been here sharing my moves all along, and so far they have been spot on. Will they continue to be spot on? I hope so. We're going to find out. Hey, but today's the last day for those who have not joined the Discord for Code Learn. This is it, 50% off. Today's the last day. Use that first link down below. Get over to the Discord, and it should be automatic at checkout. But if it's not, Learn will save you 50% off your first month to take it down to 25 bucks. For those who want to do the 15% off an annual, you can do that, but take advantage today. And I will be doing a live teaching session today. That's right here, the Stock Mo Candle Workshop. There you go. That's it. You guys can jump in on that if you want to. It might be the last one I do for a while. If you or someone wants to learn the technicals, and I'm doing a candle one. This is for an intro into the beginners. If you guys want to be a part of this, it's about an hour-long presentation. Then we do some Q&A. It is fantastic. I've done it 2 other times. This will be my 3rd time, and that's in 5 years. So if you are interested, do not hesitate. Sign up today. All right, now, I kind of want to go over just the 5-day on the crypto and everything else. So, because I know a lot of people are watching all of this, and we're just going to dig right into it and show you that even though it seems like everything's horrible, the last 5 days have actually been kind of sideways. And I've been let me fix this. I've been DCAing into a little bit of XRP and more Ethereum though, and no Bitcoin. And I'll go over, I'm not saying Bitcoin isn't going to run like a champ. I just think that I'm going to make more money on XRP and Ethereum, if that makes sense. I will probably get a little bit of Bitcoin. I don't know how much, because you never know what news could come out of DC to push that thing up crazy like. But once again, September is the month that I've been afraid of for a long time. This is the month that absolutely scares me the most. And so far, if we go out the last month, you can see a lot of a downward pressure over the last month. Not that it's been a ton, because for a crypto, look at Ethereum up 18%. For crypto, seeing a 10% drop in a day is normal. And we're not seeing a ton of volatility in that sense when it comes to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP, which is what we would expect for a maturing bunch of cryptos compared to everything else. Now, I've been telling you what I've been watching for. This has been my support/resistance for a while. It's been support for a long time. The 5 has not crossed. It got down here right here, and this was a little bit of an issue, and I did think we were going to crash down to the 50 right here, and this is the one where it did not hit right. Now, I would say my technicals were perfect, but they came out right here, and the Fed said we're going to most likely cut, and it did a short squeeze all the way up. Now, since then, and that's been about 2 weeks ago, we have worked our way back down to where we were on that day that I thought we were going to go down and hit the 50. Now, the 50 EMA, and this is for Ethereum, is closing in on my line of support that I thought we'd get to, which is roughly 40.70. This is where I want to start picking up my buys bigger than what I'm doing now. For those who don't know, I have $1 million in cash that I'm looking to move into crypto. And I want to do this hopefully by the end of this year. I'm not rushing anything. I'm going to let the candles speak to me. But I'm definitely doing a big purchase on the 50 EMA and that line of support, which I think will give me a nice bounce up. The Fed is continuing to re-examine their checking account for the Treasury. And I should say the Treasury's doing their thing. They're over $600 billion in. They're trying to get to $850 billion. They'll have that done by the end of September. That drains liquidity out of the markets, and that's one of the things I've been worried about. And you can see that liquidity, I believe, showing up right here. But then again, it's just a good old-fashioned profit taking. Where does it normally go? It normally goes to the 50 EMA. I have the lines right here that I'm watching for it. I absolutely believe we're going down there. I've been And here's the thing, Mo, are you 100% positive? Never. I'm never 100% positive on any investments I make. But with this one, I feel pretty good that we're going to get down to that 50 EMA, most likely in the next week or two max. I think it's going to happen. If I'm watching this and you're charting it out, I would say by the, oh yeah, I would think by the 14th. So a week, give it a week. I'll be shocked if we don't hit that by this week sometime in the next 7 days. So if it doesn't do it and we start bouncing up off of this, that means that support held and we're good. And that's why I've been DCAing in, because I don't have a crystal ball. I got what I have told you, the technicals, and my technicals I believe are the best out there. And for those who've been following me, I put my money out there when I talk. In other words, when I sold everything, I got a lot of hate. And the truth be told, it was the right move. When I bought everything, I got a lot of hate. Back there, 1,600. Truth be told, I got a ton of hate. Then it goes all the way up to 4,000 something. There's a lot of hate that comes from being a YouTuber and going against the grain. And for those who are really into investing and you understand this, the hardest part isn't buying. Everybody loves that. Oh, they love it. Oh, Mo bought. They love it. They love it because it's a confirmation bias, which is where you get a person like me who does this as a professional educator, and I do take my education very serious. I taught high school, college level, taught for off campus of Penn State, taught for national championships, won those. Coaching, I have proven myself, and I was in the industry as an advisor as well. So put all that together, I know what I'm doing. And so when somebody sees me buying, they love it. That's that confirmation bias where they say, hey, a guy who knows his stuff, he bought. But remember, I'm buying a little teeny bit. I only, you can say, well, you have 60,000 in Ethereum. Yeah, but it's 60,000 of a million. It's only about 6% of my money. Plus I got, another 60K over in another. So I have about 120,000 out of that million invested. I have 880,000 to go. And that's only 12% of my overall position. Why? Because I think we're going to come down. And so I am waiting. And the only reason I have the 60,000 over at the other place at Coinbase is because it's staked and I can't unstake it. And I got my XRP in there, which now I buy that outright. I could do whatever I want with that. But until we have a spot ETF for XRP, I am still on the exchanges. So all that together, keep that in mind. I'm going to continue to do what I think is going to make me the most money. So far it has. And I've been very up front with everybody, showing everybody. So we're going to see where we go. So XRP's next up the bat. Because I just want to give you an update of what everybody should know. So we get into XRP, and as you can see, I told you, we sold up there, 366, 3 something up here. I remember selling up here, and I had so much hate. Had the stop loss set, man, and now look where we're at. And now I'm buying back in finally. We're down here at 280, and I think we're going to go down. I got to be blunt. I really do think we're going to break down below 278.6 again. I think we're going down to 258. I'm just going to tell you that's where I think the ultimate bottom is. It doesn't mean we can't have a wick down or one or two candles down, but I think it's only going to be temporary and we're going to bounce back up. That's my opinion and kind of how I'm playing this. I don't want to see it go down there, but if I get a chance during the regular market day, I'm buying. Well, actually, I'm doing this on Coinbase anyway, so I'm buying there anyway. So that's what I'm looking at when it comes to this, when it comes to XRP. We're still bearish. We're back underneath the 5. Remember I told you yesterday we had to finish above the 5 and then have a confirmation. We didn't. We're back underneath the 5. And as we go, we're underneath the 13 and 50. That's just bearish, folks. The RSI is very good for bears, 43. It's not oversold. In other words, I'm not going to be surprised to see a move down, but it's been consolidating for a week now. I'm not going to be surprised to see a continuation of that because it's at a level here that they like it. And you can see that white line right there. It's hit down there close and it's held every time. So if we break my line, which is 275, 276 and confirms, it gets ugly. And that's what I'm concerned about. And that takes us down to where I'm buying big. This is the big time buy for me. Now go into Bitcoin, the last one I want to talk about, give you the update of the big three. Once again, back underneath the 5, 13, and 50. It's just ugly, folks. I don't have any Bitcoin. Not until this thing starts showing me some legs. You can say, right here, Mo, right here, confirmed. You're right. On something like this, though, I want a double confirmation. And you can say it confirmed above the 5. Yeah, but it never confirmed above the 13. That next day it pushed back down, and now we're moving back down. So if it confirms above the 13, where it breaks above and then an open closing candle, I'll feel a lot better. I'll tell you that. At that point, we're going up to the 50. That's the one we need to take out to really start taking a chance. And even then, there's no guarantee it's going to work out. So far, not good. RSI for this one down to 43. The bears are in control. It's not way oversold. It is underneath the 5, setting up for more pressure downward. Now, you may not like this video in terms of what I see technically speaking, telling you, but I'm being truthful, and that's something I don't see out in the world anymore. So I hope you guys appreciate it. If you do appreciate the honesty and everything I'm doing and sharing my family's financial future with you, hit the like button. Let's get this. It doesn't cost you anything. Get it over 2,000 likes. More importantly, subscribe to the channel. And if you really want to be a part of my journey, come on in here and take advantage of this membership right now. It's the last day for Code Learn at the 50% off. First link takes you over to here. It should be right off, but it expires today. So get in there today and take advantage of that Code Learn. And I am doing my presentation today. It is at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock for those who want it. There will be a replay if you can't make it, but only people who can see the replay are people who sign up here. Code MONEY, M-O-N-E-Y, will save you 20 bucks off of this. You can jump in there. And last but not least, we do have the framework, 4-step framework. This is on the house. This is me teaching for an hour. The technical analysis, it's some interesting stuff here. It'll teach you my 4-step framework for successful technical analysis, and I do recommend getting in there. All right, family, that's the update for today. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.